Alright, so evaluating expressions. This is the last thing that we are learning for this unit. Woo! Alright, so there are 2 steps for evaluating expressions. The first one, replace variables with values. Okay? We'll talk a little bit more about what this means in the next slide. And step 2, simplify the expression, which is what we practiced in the last video, using the order of operations, which is what we practiced a couple of videos ago. So let's jump right into an example. So we need to replace our variables with the values it's given us. So everywhere I see an X, I'm going to write a 14. Now what's very important is that you always, always, always replace something with parentheses. This is going to come in handy later, just trust me. Okay? So I've replaced my X. I don't have any more X's. So I'm going to go ahead and replace my Y now, and I'm going to replace it with an 8 because that's what it told me to replace it with. Then all I need to do is simplify using order of operations. Alright, so order of operations is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, and division, and addition/subtraction. So parentheses. I don't have any parentheses, but I am going to treat the absolute value like parentheses. Once I'm in parentheses, I still use the order of operations. So I don't have any exponents, don't have any multiplication or division. So I'm just going to add or subtract. But both of these, I always move left to right. So 26 plus 8 is going to give me 34. And then I'm going to subtract 49 from that and get negative 15. I haven't done anything else with the stuff over here, so I'm just going to bring that down. Right, well, the absolute value of 15 is talking about how far negative 15 is from 0 on the number line. So it's 15 places away from it. Then I have my multiplication right here. So 4 times 14 is going to give me 56. And now I just move left to right. So 56 minus 6 is going to give me 50. And then 50 plus 15 is going to give me 65. Alright, next problem. So I need to replace my variables, so my letters, with the values, so the numbers that it's given me to replace. So I've got 19 plus, and then I'm going to write them as parentheses. That's just how the font wrote it. So I'm going to replace, again, parentheses, every time I replace a value, 10 minus 3, replacing k with a 5, and then I can't forget that big parentheses over here, plus 19 minus 4 squared. So again, I have all of my order of operations. I have some parentheses, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But again, I still have to do the order of operations within the parentheses. So 7 times 10 is going to give me 70. And I'm going to subtract, and then what's 3 times 5? 15. So I haven't done anything with this stuff over here, so I'm just going to bring that down. So 70 minus 15 is going to give me 55. And now I have taken care of what's inside my parentheses. Now I have my exponents that I need to deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and just move that from here to here. So I'm going to keep the sign the same, but what is 4 squared? 4 times 4 is 16. So I write 16. Now I don't have any multiplication or division to work with. I just have addition and subtraction. And when we use these 2 steps, we have to go from left to right. So first I'm going to do 19 plus 55, which is going to give me 74. Then I've got plus 19 minus 16. So 74 plus 19 is going to give me 93. And then I subtract 16. So 93 minus 16 will give me 77. And this is my final answer. And I just realized that in this problem I forgot to put my 8 in parentheses. So shame on me. Don't forget to do that because it's super duper important. Okay? And then we have, let's do a word problem. So the formula used to find the area of a triangle, so we've worked with area, it's been a while though, is A equals 1/2 base times height. So what is the area of a triangle with a base of 8 inches and a height of 13 inches? So I'm going to go ahead and write this out like we had in our last problem. So base times height. And in this case, we have base equals 8 and height equals 13. So first I need to replace my variables, or in this case they use words. I need to replace my variables with the values. So the value for the base is 8, and I need to use parentheses. And then my value for my height is 13. So when I use my order of operations, I have parentheses, but there's nothing going on inside the parentheses. I'm just using the parentheses to indicate multiplication. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 8, which is going to give me 4. And then I'm going to bring down this 13. So then 4 times 13 is going to give me 52. However, this was a word problem, which means I am looking for units. And in this case, they used inches for their base and the height. So the area of the triangle is going to be inches. But because I multiplied inches times inches, that's kind of like multiplying x times x. And anything times itself is squared. So we'll work more with problems that look like this and this. But I wanted to expose you to this word problem. So that concludes our Evaluating Expressions Flip video.